I'm going to show you how to cook a beautiful piece of fish. I'm using hake and it's really popular in the restaurant, but you also could use haddock and whiting. So what you're looking for is fish really fresh, and it's best eaten on the day. If you don't get a chance to eat it on the day, it will always freeze up to a month, but any longer than that and it would lose a lot of its flavour. So we have 2 fillets here, so it means that it's taken off the bone, and hake is classed as a round fish. So we've pin boned it, and what that means is we've removed all the little bones. So with your finger, you test it, you run your finger along here, and if there's any bones, and you will feel them, and it's usually up near the top of the head of the fish. So there, just simply pull them out, but there's no bones at all. Now I'm keeping the skin on because I love to cook fish with the skin on because it holds it together. So we're going to season this, and we're going to just very quickly pan fry it. So heat your pan, just get it nice and hot, a pinch of salt on the fish just before it goes onto the pan, and a little bit of pepper. Now, so make sure you have a nice little bit of heat on that. A drizzle of olive oil. And then we're going to put in some butter. Now the butter will give lovely flavour coming through onto the fish. 3 little knobs of butter there. Swirl them around. So very carefully lift your fish up and then just slide it into the pan. So that's exactly what you want to hear, that it begins to just cook as soon as it hits the pan. Just give it a small little shake, and I'm just going to wash my hands. Now the beauty about fish is that it cooks really quickly, but some people tend to overcook fish and it dries out. So I'm just going to show you the technique of when you know when it's cooked. So don't be tempted to turn it too soon, that's very important. And we're going to make a wonderful butter sauce with this, and it's what I call a one-pan dish. You know, fish is one of these ingredients that you can cook in so many different ways, whether it's grilling, steaming, shallow frying, which I'm doing here. So it's very versatile. So when you're buying fish, if you go to your fishmonger, they will prepare it to whatever way you want it. Filleted, pin boned, the whole works. They'll do all the hard work for you. So just with a little flat, we just want to check in the skin, and we're going to turn this over. Same for the other piece, and it's very delicate. Now what I like to do when I'm cooking fish is to continue just to spoon over the lovely warm butter and oil. This is what you call basting. So you're spooning it over, and this will help cook it through a little bit faster. So you know when it's ready to turn when the skin is lovely and crispy, but it won't be cooked because it needs to be cooked on the other side. And a fillet of fish this size will take about 4 to 5 minutes to cook. So we're just going to check if it's cooked, just using the point of the knife. Now if it's any way translucent, that still is there, it means that it's not cooked and has the look of raw fish. So just turn down the heat slightly, because you don't want the outside being lovely and golden brown and crispy and the centre still raw. But the cooking time depends on the thickness of the fillet of fish. That's very important. And the skin also keeps it really moist. Some people get very nervous cooking fish. You know, if it's not cooked, just put it back onto the pan. Don't panic about it. Now we're just going to check into the centre. That looks good to me. We're going to lift it off. And this is where you have to be very careful. Now just reduce your heat of the pan. And we're going to let this just sit and relax, just for a couple of minutes. So we're going to make really simple butter sauce. So you'll have the flavour left from the fish there, a little bit of butter. We're going to put in a squeeze of lemon juice, and of course citrus fruit, whether it's lemon, works brilliant, or even lime, if you have it, works really good with fish. Good squeeze of that. And then I have some chopped herbs. I have some chopped tarragon, chives and parsley. So a good sprinkle of that into the pan. Any of the juices that come out from the fish. It's what we call a one-pan dish, this. Now, so with the hake, we're going to serve some nice steamed tender stem broccoli, favourite of mine, but any kind of vegetable that's in season, courgettes, you know, carrots, whatever, it doesn't matter, and some baby ball potatoes which are just sautéed off, so that's delicious. So we're going to assemble this. Just get my plate, and we're going to arrange the potatoes on the plate, So 4 potatoes, some broccoli, and we can let the fish rest on the stem of the broccoli, where we can still see the lovely florets. Look at the colour. Lift off your fish, and we're serving it skin side up. And then just to finish it, some of this beautiful butter sauce just around the fish. So there you have it, a very simple but yet I think a stylish way of cooking hake. Is the pan-fried hake with the herb butter. Check out the full recipe on boardbia.ie. To make the hake with a crispy bacon and lemon butter sauce, omit the herbs and try adding some rineless streaky bacon that has been cut into cubes. Simply fry until sizzling before making the butter sauce. Serve with mashed potatoes and green beans. Fish, surprisingly simple. To make coriander and lime hake, use lime instead of lemon juice and scatter over fresh coriander leaves just before serving with wilted spinach flavoured with garlic. Did you know members of the Board Bia Quality Assurance Scheme are regularly audited by Board Bia?